It's just a lull before the next political storm. Randy Daniels, CBS.
In the 19th century, the British employed Asian Indians to build Uganda's railways. Their descendants had become the Ugandan middle class, running most of the country's shops and businesses. But the African Ugandans resented their conspicuous wealth. In 1972, Amin decided to humiliate the British yet again and win favour at home by expelling all Asians with British passports. 50,000 Asians were given 7 days to pack their things and leave.
These Asians were brought by British here to Uganda. Therefore, the British and those, they are responsible to look after those Asians.
As Amin said goodbye to the Asians, his government was already sharing out their businesses amongst his supporters.
I am the only black leader who is very tough and very strong in the world today.
Events in Uganda soon put paid to the government's hopes that race could now be kept out of the political spotlight.
The end of exploiters, and no one is going to exploit his brother.
He was a splendid product of the King's African Rifles, and good boxer, good rugby player.
On top of these accomplishments, Idi Amin had become president of Uganda after a military coup.
He went around telling everybody that he had 3 best friends. One was the Queen, our Queen. One was Moshe Dayan, the Israeli Defense Minister. And the other was the British High Commissioner. So, I was in good company.
In 1972, Amin decided on a radical policy towards Uganda's Asian minority, most of whom had British passports.
Last Friday, I announced the decision of my government to ask the British government to take over responsibility for the British citizens of Asian origin living in Uganda.
The Ugandan Asians who'd been brought to Uganda under British colonial rule were to be expelled en masse within 90 days.
By order of the military government, the anti-Asian campaign swung into action last weekend.
The Asians are unwanted. They have done more harm than good.
The Africans were not given a chance. They were frustrated right from the very beginning.
Oh, go down.
I got letter.
Do you feel threatened?
Well, I do. Just in 90 days you cannot do anything.
80,000 Asians installed by the British in Uganda at the beginning of the century controlled 80% of the country's economy. In 1972, after a dream, General Amin declared the economic war, which meant, on one hand, giving 90 days to the Asians to leave the country, taking with them the strict minimum.
If you take a decision now and remove the whole non-citizens who are being milking the economy of Uganda, this is the only chance Uganda will get. You must take immediate actions. I left the place without breakfast and I went and declared economic war. And it is true, today the people in Uganda are enjoying. This is the truth.
Taban Amin is a big man, just like his father. Even looks a bit like him too. Finally, I was getting my chance.
My parents are, they're Asians and they were in Uganda. What they told me is that they were expelled from the country in 1972.
He never expelled them. He gave them. He told them, listen, you people, this is Uganda. This is not Asian. Because Indians were running everything in the town. You can't find a black man in a shop. You just find a black man, a boy, doing dirty works, and the Indians were the owner of the country, which is wrong. Nobody can let anybody come and joke in his land. So the old man told these people, okay, you have a solution, or to go away or to change your nationality. You see, this is the thing people don't understand. He never expelled them. He said, you change your nationality, you start your life also in the village, like everybody started. Then you come slowly and become a millionaire.
After a life of growing up learning to hate Idi Amin, what happened in my time together with his son came as a surprise to me. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Dada Amin was still in a state of denial about his father's abhorrent policies.